In a village where the mountains kissed the clouds and the rivers whispered to the fields, there lived a community that thrived on the bounty of the earth and the harmony of their surroundings. Each day as the sun rose, casting its golden glow over the land, the people would rise to tend to their crops, their animals and their crafts. Amongst them was a young individual, earnest and hard-working, who believed in the virtue of extreme effort. This person would wake before all others, work tirelessly through the day, and rest only when the night sky adorned itself with a blanket of stars. Such was their dedication that even during moments of rest, their mind would be plotting the tasks for days to come. Their peers admired this relentless drive, but also spoke in hushed tones of concern for this person who seemed never to pause and breathe in the fragrance of life. One day, as the sun hung midway in its arc across the sky, an elder approached this young one at work in the fields. The elder's eyes were soft and deep, like still ponds that had known the passage of countless seasons. "Why do you toil so without respite?" asked the elder. The young one paused and wiped the sweat from their brow, to make the most of each day, to ensure that none is wasted. The elder nodded slowly. "Working earnestly is indeed noble," they replied. "But have you noticed how in nature there is an ebb and flow? The day gives way to night, just as wakefulness gives way to sleep. Even these fields we tend, they must lie fallow at times to yield better crops in seasons to come." The young one considered this. They had often seen how after heavy rains the river would swell, but then return to its course, enriched and yet not overflowing its banks persistently. Balance, it seemed, was not merely an idea, but a principle by which life sustained itself. Moved by the elder's wisdom, the youth began to adjust their days. They worked with dedication, but also took time to join others in laughter and conversation when meals were shared. They observed moments of quiet when the breeze danced through bamboo groves. And as they did so, they found that their work was not diminished, but instead flourished in new ways. Their well-being improved, their laughter became heartier, their sleep deeper and more refreshing. The community too noticed a change, not just in harvests or craft, but in spirit. For when one finds balance, it is like lighting a lantern in a room long shrouded in dusk. It illuminates not just for oneself, but for all around. And so, through the simple teaching of observing nature's balance, of action and rest, giving and receiving, speaking and listening, harmony was cultivated within oneself and reflected amongst all. The village continued to thrive, not just in material wealth, but in wisdom and contentment. For the greatest value was found not merely in riches or relentless labor, but in understanding that life, at its core, is a balance beautifully upheld between effort and ease. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.